Well, greetings and salutations everybody, welcome back once again to the Farts and Craps Show, where I am your host for this video, Dan Joe McCraps, and I hope you're all doing amazingly well today. We got even more Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition for you, and yeah, today I am going to be sounding a little bit different. Why is that? Why does Danjo sound different? Today I'm using my studio condenser mic, the MXL V67G. I actually like this thing. Yeah, I like this thing. Part of the reason I didn't like it before was my previous mixer did not provide 48 volts of phantom power effectively, and yeah, it was a bit of a problem. And why are we outside the thing? I thought oh, you know what, we went inside, we uncovered the entrance, and it was the end of the episode, so I saved outside. That's why. So yeah, I didn't like the way it sounded on that one. That was a long time ago, and my solution at the time was to get an external 48 volts phantom power source, and that worked okay. It didn't work very well, unfortunately. I used the Jade variant that's available on Amazon, and yeah, not a great solution. It's just it's not quite as much volume as you should have at appropriate levels. My current mixer, however, does it flawlessly, and actually it makes, I dare say, it makes the microphone actually sound much better. The downside here is it's very, very sensitive, and it picks up everything, like, very much off axis. Just like everything around, so I have to have pretty much dead silence if I want sound isolation. Just kind of a problem, because like next to my recording area is my bathroom, and like there are water pipes that run like above this room, and you know, air conditioning, the actual like computer fans, PS4 fans, which I can hear if they get much louder. Oh no, that is the PS4 fan. Yeah, I can hear it in the microphone. Yay, super good, right? And that is, what is that? It's about at least like 100 degrees off axis, and like 8 feet away, whereas I am less than a foot away talking into this microphone, and yeah, it's good. It has a very nice character to it. It emphasizes the bass and the mid a bit more than I would like. Some people say it sounds dark or kind of muddy in a way. Not muddy. That's not. Maybe dirty, but like in a good way, if that makes sense. So not necessarily bad, but it sounds dark. That's a good descriptor. Thankfully, if you're using like, like a mixer or just like an audio interface with an EQ, you can boost those higher frequencies a little bit more. Hopefully in the about 5,000 range ish, between 4 and 7,000. They just aren't represented super well in this this microphone. But yeah, for if you like condenser mics and you have a recording space that is, good for that, then sure, it might work out okay for you. However, if you don't have a really silent or really well isolated recording space, or maybe you record Let's Plays like I do, and you have like a screen like 2 feet away from you at all times, 2 or 3 feet, and you have like time out my computer monitor, and you have like a TV that's like a big flat thing, and lots of other flat things that reverberate sound, it might not be a great solution. And that is a big reason why, especially people that don't have a solo show, like myself. Well, it's not just me all the time, but it's just me for most of our videos. Then yeah, if you have multiple people you need to mic, typically they're each going to have a microphone, and it's going to be adjusted, positioned for them, and that helps you get better sound isolation. Like when it's me and Jade and Seth and Kate and Sandra, whoever, when it's a group of 4, we have 4 microphones, dynamic, like vocal mics, and that is a better way to mic everybody and get a better sound, rather than everybody crowding around 1 or 2 condenser mics, which, depending on which ones you use, they might be loud, they might be noisy in and of themselves. This microphone is quite noisy, and that's just the way that a lot of condensers are, where even if there's no input, like there's no sound, you just turn it up and the microphone is just a little loud. It's not your preamps, it's just how the microphone is, how it produces sound. So that's a bit of an issue. However, on my AKG D5 that I usually use, I have it at a normal usable volume, and when I'm not talking, when there's no input, it's like dead quiet, which is fantastic. That is typically what you want for a very pure sound isolation sound. Like if you're not, and I'm a bit of an audiophile, so for a lot of people that doesn't really matter, and they're just like, oh yeah, this one sounds better because it's got a, it's a large diaphragm, it has a fuller sound. And like, yeah, that's kind of true in a way, and I partially agree. On that one specific point, I entirely agree. But there's also a lot of other sound, not just in this room, and a lot of not just sound but hard surfaces, but also in my recording space. I can't record in a vacuum, unfortunately. As much as that would be, as awesome as that would be, even if I were recording like in space, in a completely like professionally sound isolated room for recording, like even like a booth, this microphone would still have some like buzz to it. It's like that warmth where it's just kind of loud, you know? And I can actually show you guys real quick, because I actually am using right now a little bit of noise reduction. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds, and I'm going to disable the noise reduction to show you guys how it sounds like with no input and no kind of noise filter like that. Check this out. It's not going to be loud, it's just you're going to hear the buzz. So doing that right now. Yeah, it's kind of loud, right? And again, if you didn't adjust your volume, you didn't hear what I'm talking about, that's fine. Oh, there's also the game audio. So you know what? I'll even mute the game audio for you. So here you go. Oh wow, it's just you and me. Cool. Pretty nice, right? And you can probably already hear it. Be like, oh yeah, I hear a fan. Well, that's a combination of my computer fan and the PS4 fan. The computer fan is much quieter, but it's closer. The PS4 fan is a lot louder. So, but I do have the noise reduction on right now. So, again, going to disable that, and I'm going to be completely quiet for the next 15 seconds so you can just hear the noise floor. And there's the game audio again. And re-enabling the noise reduction. Yeah, you can see that's why. It's far from quiet. And that's, yeah, like right now, like it's nighttime, everybody's kind of like, just like gone to sleep. It's just me and Jade. The only other sound that's happening right now are the two fans. Yeah, and like I can't easily and safely disable both of the fans right now without getting up and physically doing something. So yeah, that is why I just wanted to show you guys how this microphone sounds compared to most of my other videos now, and why I'm not going to use a condenser mic anytime soon. That's just me. That's just why people use dynamic mics comparatively to condenser mics, because a dynamic mic, the TLDR is a dynamic mic picks up what you put in front of it. Condenser microphones tend to pick up everything around their vicinity to an extent. And it's just too much, especially with the hyper, cardioid, polar pattern, dynamic microphone. That is really only going to pick up what you put in front of it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and check out the skit, because I've been ranting for too long and I need to actually like do some stuff in the game. This one.
If that ceiling collapsed, we'd be buried alive.
What are you saying stuff like that for, Estelle? What if that really happened?
Come on, don't be such a wimp. These ruins are made of stronger stuff than that.
Ah! Estelle! Now the ceiling's gonna collapse because you were talking about it! Huh?
No, I'm sorry, I just stubbed my toe on a rock.
You did that on purpose, didn't you? Yuri, you're mean.
Come on! Let's hurry and finish up what we're doing so we can get out of these ruins.
I really like Rita. I'm probably gonna continue to call her Mordio for a while, but she's cool. See, PS4 fan just started kicking up because I actually started doing stuff in the game, and you can actually hear that. That's kinda shit. That's not good. Dude, nice. It's more sturdy than regular clothing. Nice. I like it. Also, what the... He's like, oh shit, there's a guy right behind me.
Let's work together.
Oh, damn it. Come on. There we go. Oh, it is a Paul Wiggle. Yeah, these guys have been in Tales of games for a long time.
You did it, Rita. Yeah, I guess. And you're so cool. I'm gonna go nuts.
I'm gonna go nuts. Oh yeah, I took Carol out of the party. And I fully stand by my decision. Anyway, sorry about the lack of gameplay in this one. I just wanted to mostly like record my thoughts about the mic, I guess, like before I put it away for the next indefinite period.
Looks like this little one is no good.
Wow. So this is what Blastia looked like before they're excavated.
I wonder why ancient people buried Blastia in ruins like this in the first place. I wish I could tell you. That's something else being researched.
With all these Blastia here, I don't suppose there are any Aqua Blastia lying around too.
None of them have cores in them.
Really? Then they don't work, do they?
Blastia aren't excavated with the cores and the bodies together. Cores produce magic through formulas. Bodies control that magic. The two combined are referred to as Blastia.
Oh, so cores are like mathematical cores? Gotcha.
Each Blastia possesses different attributes and is marked by a crest that indicates those attributes. With current technology, Blastia bodies can be manufactured, but the production of Blastia cores is impossible.
So basically, cores are very valuable since they have to be excavated. It's only natural that thieves would want to steal them.
That's not quite true. It seems Estelisa's information is a little outdated.
What's outdated about it?
There's some degradation of quality, but there's been some success in the synthesis of simple Blastia cores. Really? That's why I wouldn't do anything stupid, like go stealing people's cores. If I had time to waste doing things like that, I'd rather be spending it researching better ways to completely restore incomplete or degraded cores.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what being a mage is all about.
A noble creed, but that doesn't clear your name.
Yes, talk is cheap, I suppose.
Perhaps there are still some Blastia left that can be used.
An old-fashioned Blastia without a core. It looks nothing like its original design. That's a shame. That's a shame, I tell you.
This one's still got a core in it.
Here, try shooting this at the core.
This ring's set with something that looks just like a Blastia core.
Ah, dope. I'm finally getting it.
Glyph crystallization of a formula allows this Blastia to emit air as needed.
That's not quite the best way to put it. It's actually used to charge other Blastia with air. But wait, how did you know that?
In the castle, I read that the ring acts as a kind of key in ancient ruins.
She reads everything.
Castle?
So all I do is point?
Just aim the sorcerer's ring at the core of that Blastia.
That's what it's
Place
called.
your target and shoot. There's a limit to its range, though. Go on, try it. That's all it takes.
Hell's yeah, dog.
That's a Strim crest. It's a mark that indicates movement.
Huh. Interesting.
Indeed. Oh, so like opening doors or moving stairs. Oh shit.
Hey, what's that?
A sentinel for taking care of unwanted guests.
Okay then, keep your eyes open and let's keep moving.
Are you sure? What if I'm just luring you deeper into the ruins so I can zap you?
I'm starting to think I'd rather try my luck with the golem.
Here, you take it.
Isn't this thing important or something?
We'll need to use it a few more times.
Okay, I guess I'd better hold it since I'm leading the way.
Hells yeah. Hells yeah.
I wonder if people a long time ago used little rings like this to move things around.
Yes, items like this have been discovered in other ruins as well.
It sure is useful for something so small.
Yeah, unlike some people I could name.
Huh?
It's impressive that you've been entrusted with a sorcerer's ring, Rita. I've heard they're only given to a very small number of people.
Guess someone trusts you.
You're the only one who doesn't.
Hell yeah, dude. So, like I mentioned earlier in the forest, a couple episodes ago, I believe I can burn certain things with this. Like a certain wall of plant life that was blocking my path.
Guess we can do this.
Oh.
They know each other way too well.
I feel power running all through my body.
Why was that like quieter? Are the voices in battle considered a sound effect, or?
Just go away!
We finished them off.
Yeah, why? Oh, did I turn it down? Like battle voices? Is that an option? It is. Yeah, I'll turn that back up. I mean, they seem to be quieter anyway, so I'll just, you know, leave it. Oh, dude, nice.
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Holy power, come to me. First aid.
Wolf Strike is up. And I'd rather have... You know, I'll put Fang Strike here. I'll put Wolf Strike there, and then I'll just get rid of this one. How do I clear? Remove. There we go. Yeah.
We're done.
Heck yeah. Yeah, dog.
Hey, didn't you say something about the castle not too long ago? Oh? Yes, well, you see...
Yeah, I was in the castle a while back. I used to be a knight.
You? A knight? Please, how gullible do you think I am?
Believe it or not, it's true.
Will wonders never cease?
Is it really so hard for everyone to believe that? Come on, let's go.
Hey, they changed the subject on me.
No, Yuri misinterpreted your intention, and, that's something totally different.
It looks like they've messed up our order. Let's take them down.
Hey! Attacking from behind is no fair!
Are they just now teaching me about that?
Formations all over the place.
This is awesome. All right.
This is awesome.
How's this?
Whoa, is that?
Holy power, come to me. First aid. Holy power, come to me. First aid.
Think you can beat us with an ambush?
We can't lose here.
Oh, because I took Carol out of my party.
I didn't
Gotcha.
expect to be ambushed from behind like that.
Well, I guess we just can't ever let our guard down where there are monsters about.
If they attack from the rear, any of us could get pulled into battle.
Right. Let's be careful and
That's
hope
what it
that doesn't happen.
was.
This only happens with a preemptive attack.
Party's order will be reshuffled when an enemy approaches from behind, so be careful.
Preemptive attacks, huh?
What?
You guys! It's back!
Hit it with what I gave you just now.
Huh? You mean with this?
Do it now.
That's how you get the surprise on them.
We got a head start.
It doesn't seem fair.
Like I give a shit about being fair to these guys.
We're done.
I get it now, so that's how it works.
I didn't know it could be used like that too.
Right, let's get a move on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You page 9 on the battle book, blah blah blah, surprise encounters. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, so we're gonna continue down this path next time, folks. I gotta get going, because I gotta eat. I'm super freaking hungry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little comparison for audio purposes. I am going to be using the AKG D5 again in the next episode. Because yeah, it's just too loud, too sensitive. It just picks up everything. And yeah, it's not ideal unless you guys want a bunch of background noise, which I definitely do not. I do like the sound character of this thing a lot. I think it's very good for that, but yeah, the D5 has its own character too. And that's kind of the cool thing, you know, about microphones. It's like every single one has its own kind of voice, which is pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Yeah, this one, I like it, but there are definite downsides. So yeah, until then, you know, let me know. I would very much appreciate comments, through feedback. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys greatly prefer the sound of this one? Or do you like the D5? let me know. Also, part of the reason why I don't want to keep this one hooked up all the time is because sometimes it's just me, and sometimes, you know, we have a group, and I don't want to disconnect this one every time something's different, or every time I want to record during the day, which is pretty often. I don't typically record this late, and also during streams, you know, so yeah, it's just picks up way too much. So but yeah, that's my advice. Use a dynamic mic. That's pretty much it. And if you really don't want to, then you know, find a way to sound isolate. But yeah, catch you guys around, and hope to see you for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z of Tales of Vesperia. Anyway, have a beautiful day, everybody.